Okay, is that better? Perfect. Okay. All right, now let's see if it's gonna work on Twitch. All right, so y'all good? Okay, perfect. All right, so as I was saying, hey everybody, good morning, happy Sunday. Hope you guys are having a great morning, afternoon, evening, night, wherever you are in the world. Okay. As I stated, I am on Twitch moving forward. Okay. And as I was stating, this is going to be a huge blessing in disguise. So no worries. I'm not stressed out. I ain't worried about it. We just keep moving on. Okay. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So, so yes, so I'm on YouTube, Instagram, and Twitch. Don't forget to add me and subscribe to my Twitch. It is, I don't know the handle offhand. Hold on. Give me a second. I don't know it offhand. Okay, it's twitch.tv/the Afrozen. Okay. And you guys on Twitch, hello, how y'all doing? Let me know if you can hear me okay, if everything is good. There's no, nothing going on, and then we can begin. All right. Okay. Okay, awesome. Oh, hey, Mary. Hey, boo. Okay, awesome. All right, let's get into it. Welcome back to my channel. This is Adana, also known as the Afrozen. And today I'm reading for the Beautiful Handsome Collective. Hello, Collective. How you doing? Flowers, 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 two more times. Flowers, flowers, flowers. One more time. Flowers, flowers, flowers. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell to book a private reading with me or to shop in my store. All that information is in the description box below. All right. All right, let's get into it. The channel message here is they don't want to fight anymore. Okay. Please keep in mind that this is a collective read. It's not going to resonate with everybody. Also, we're going to be using a lot of letters today, so we'll see why, but I'm being led to use my letters, so we'll see. They don't want to fight anymore. The reason why they don't want to fight anymore is because they no longer have any new tactics to throw you down or to keep you stuck, okay? They're trying to figure out they're now trying to figure out how to get out of the situation that they placed themselves in. And for them, that's more important to them at this moment. They can't really focus or worry about you. So as I mentioned before, for the ones that are doing the work, for the ones, of course, that resonate with this, if you are doing what you're supposed to do on your end, despite them trying to come towards you and attack you and trying to fight you and things of that nature, if you are doing what you are supposed to do, you're going to start to feel a lightness around you. You're going to feel like a huge ton of weight or blocks just kind of like fall into the waistline. You're going to feel the shift. That means you've been doing what you're supposed to do. And despite them doing all that they have done towards you, it's no longer working because now they have to put whatever little bit of energy that they do have left into their betterment of self or healing. The more that what they're realizing here is that the more that they try to put you in a space, like a standstill space here, was the moment that they realized that they kept depleting their energy because they were giving it their all. They were really pushing really harshly or forcefully onto you to get you to more so see their way. And seeing their way is more so in regards to pushing like forcefully pushing themselves onto you. It's not more so telling you, it's more so in their action in regards to what they're trying to do here. So I'm just gonna pick a letter and then I'm gonna build on top of that. That's what my spirit is telling me to do. All right, hey, all right, let's see what letter we got. We got A. Okay. It's okay. We all learning Twitch. Don't even worry about it. We gonna get it together. We all learning together because it's my first time on Twitch too. But I appreciate you guys being on Twitch. So we have the letter A. Okay. So they're very astounded. They're astounded by your tenacity. They're astounded by your determination. They're astounded by your will, your strong will to live, not to survive, to live. And they put you in a position where they thought that you would be in a consistent state of surviving because that's all they know. And again, people can only teach you based on people can only hey y'all, hey, okay, cool. People can only teach you from their level of experience here. Someone's name is Adeline or Adeline. Someone's name is Anita. I'm hearing Akron, Akron, could be Akron, Ohio. Someone's name is Ashley, Anthony, Asetta, 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 Asetta. That's what I'm hearing. I'm also hearing the word Aborigine as well. Okay. So now they're in a tug of war of energy, of negative energy with the Page of Cups in reverse. They're in a tug of war energy of trying to get out of what they placed themselves in. And they just keep receiving bad news after bad news after bad news after bad news. I think the most funniest thing here, and I'm going to say funny, is that when you were going through what you were going through, you may have been, maybe you may have been very vocal about it in regards to what people were trying to do towards you. You know, this person did this to me, this person did that to me. And they were aware that you were speaking up at the time when all this have happened or transpired, or where you felt comfortable to speak up in regards to what they were doing to you here. But the moment that they received news from other people, because so this is what happened. Again, they created an audience to get other people to see you fall and fail. That was the whole highlights of this so-called game, or this would have been the backlash of you exiting the game, or it would have been supposedly your downfall by you exiting out of their so-called game. Because they never wanted you to feel like that you were better than them, and they never wanted you to feel like that, of course, that you were right, because you know if you're right, it's going to destroy everything that they have built, which is what's happening here. So the funny part, and more so sad thing as well here too, is that people were aware as to what you were going on when you were going through what you were going through. So your struggles, you know, maybe your downfalls, your plights, whatever the case may be. And people that knew went back to the person that created this for you here, and they were like silently laughing and like silently celebrating behind your back. At the time, you weren't aware who it was coming from or where it was coming from, but yet you were still vocal about it, like, you know what I mean? You were vocal. And they never thought, so we have the Knight of Cups in reverse. Yeah, troublemaker. They were a troublemaker. And they never thought that, they bit off more than they can chew. They did. They bit off more than they can chew. While they were celebrating quietly, other people were watching them. And at one point in time, other people believed what they said about you. And they were also celebrating quietly. They were. So you have a group of people here gabbing and laughing. Ha ha ha, yeah, told you, yeah, see, yeah. You're not aware of what's going on. And while they are sitting there celebrating and laughing at you, you're in a space of darkness, or more so in your shadows, because you need your shadows to grow. You do. You're in your shadows, may not even be aware that you're in your shadows, but you're in a healing space or state at the time where, you know, you're listening to the inner guidance of self, and it's guiding you to do certain things and to maneuver a certain way. So they thought that your cry out for help and then going ghost or being disconnected was like, oh my God, yes, like that. Like they really thought that they have, what happened? I don't know what happened. Hold on. I don't know what happened with Twitch. I gotta figure it out. Let me see. I don't know what's going on. with it. It could be my internet too. Let me see. I think it's my internet. I might have to move the router. Okay. Okay, everything's good on IG. Okay. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. But let's keep moving forward. Yeah, it keeps cutting off. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Okay. Not right now. I'll figure it out. Okay, let's see. All right, let's keep moving forward. So yes, as I was saying, the way they set it up is that they wanted you to have like a public outcry or a public breakdown, or just you yelling, and not, I wouldn't say yelling, but just more so being very vocal about what they have done towards you. And it was like they kept edging you and pushing you and pushing you and pushing you, and you were trying to figure out where it was coming from. At the time, again, you weren't aware of the many people or the many pieces that were involved in this whole big puzzle here. But once you were able to figure it out here, it's like, yes, you spoke out the names, you said what you had to say, but then it's like you completely went ghost. You just kind of like disappeared. And when you disappeared here, or you reverted back to self, or you went back into your shell, or more so healed yourself, it's like, oh, who is this? Let me get you out of here. They did not expect for you to kind of like rise above the noise or rise above the thing that they had completely like, more so hidden. They thought that your outcry would have made you hidden, or they thought that you crying out loud, and it don't have to be an actual crying out loud. It could be figuratively speaking. Figuratively speaking, you crying out loud or basically saying what has taken place here. They thought that that would have made you look insane. Let's talk about that for a moment. You speaking up and out publicly in regards to what other people has done towards you, and they wanted to spin it in a way that you came off insane based on people hurting or trying to harm you, and they thought that that was okay. Hey, Tara. Hey, boo. My allergies is bothering me so bad, child. Oh my God. Allergies is horrible this year. We have the Three of Wands here with it's in reverse. We have failure here, fear of failure. The fear of their failure was to seeing that the thing that they had for you failed. That was their fear of failure. We know them as failures. Let's just keep it what it is. We know these type of individuals are failures. Yes, they are. How do you know that? Because everything that they have done, everything that they have said, anything that they have done in their life has been a result of them failing. Yes. Do we fail in life? Oh yeah, absolutely. I failed so many times, but the difference between someone failing at something versus a person who, yes, failed at something, but moving forward or changing the direction or the narrative of the situation, they become a winner. And these individuals had many failures in their life where anything that they tried to do, it never worked out for them. This is why they turn to quick things, quick money, quick hustles, quick this, trying to hurt people, quick, fast, whatever, however thing it is, right? Vitamin B, oh, thank you. Okay, I'm gonna get me some. Thank you so much. I'm looking like Mrs. Puff over here. My eyes are like real red and bloodshot, and yeah, but thank you for that. I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna look into that vitamin B. Thank you. All right, let's keep moving forward. Hey Mo, how you doing, boo? All right, let's see what else. Yeah, Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords is here. Is there any swords? Cups, wands, and swords. Water. Wands is fire. Swords is air. Cups is water. So it could be a water sign, air sign, or a fire sign. Seven of Swords. Okay, they were a troublemaker because this is how the card fell. So we have Seven of Swords with the Knight of Cups in reverse. Okay. Let me see. Okay, so it's like they're hiding behind their shadows or they're hiding behind their troubles. And them being able to hide behind their troubles make them feel more powerful because they feel like that they have this shield of troubles that they create for not only themselves but for other people here, and they use those troubles in both ways, both negative and positive way. So when you say that you wish that you can trust again, hear me and hear me well when I say that. That's a you issue. Hear me when I say that. I'm not coming at you sideways or anything like that. I'm just giving you some advice. The reason why you may feel that you can't trust again is because you don't trust yourself enough to be able to trust again. Remember, everything starts within self. That's first and foremost. The more that you can trust yourself, the more that you can trust others. What do I mean by that? Because the more trust that you put in self, the more you're going to be able to trust your discernment. Your discernment will never steer you wrong, if that makes sense. So despite whoever is trying to come towards you with any type of whatever here, if you trust yourself 100% and that discernment kicks on and say, maybe your spirit be like, I don't like that person, or that person may be a little off, or you know what I mean? Something is going off within your body to alert you that something's not right with that person. And if you use your discernment, that says right there, not only are you working on self, but you're definitely making sure that you are taking the necessary steps to ensure that your discernment is on point. Who is Kai? Who's that? I don't know who that is, boo. I don't know who that is. Kai Sanat. Who is that, boo? I'm sorry. I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is. I'm sorry. Oh, okay, cool. Okay. Okay. That's cool. He's a YouTube celebrity. Okay. Well, my first time hearing about that person. So we have strength here is in reverse. Okay. So they have a lot of self-doubt. And the self-doubt is behind the troubles that they created for themselves and for other people here. This is why they want to throw in the towel, because they don't have any more options, or they don't have any more things that they can create here in regards to trying to do things towards you. They ran out of options. Yeah. They ran out of options. Five of Pentacles, Five of Wands. So not only did they run out of options with justice this year because you started to speak the truth, you also have the Five of Pentacles with the Five of Wands. No money, and then they're arguing and fighting over it. Somebody got paid to heckle you or got paid to like bully you. And they gladly accepted the money and thought that was funny. It was like a circus show. Like they wanted you to be on display, and people pay to ridicule you, to mock you, to bully you. And we talk about grown adults here doing this foolishness. I guess they thought that because you were by yourself and then you felt like you were by yourself or you didn't really have anyone, that if other people came towards you and started to like heckle you or started to like, yeah, he, like, you know, make fun of you, that will put you in a position where it will push you back to them. Lonely does not equate to you actually being lonely. You could be alone with yourself but not feel lonely. Like I say, I need my time to myself. Listen, I am a popular loner and I need my time to myself. Sometimes, I'm not even gonna lie to you, sometimes when people invite me somewhere and I be all bored when first get together, but then when it get closer to the day, I'll be like, who going? Who all go? Nah, I change my mind. Or if they cancel, listen, I don't get upset. Listen, I'm doing things for me. You know what I mean? So I crave that alone time. And for the ones that can resonate with me here, that benefited you in so many different ways. See, they think you being alone represents you. Oh my God, you're gonna pull your hair out and no one's talking to me, and why no one's talking to me, and da da da. You gotta realize that when you're sitting on a specific seat, however that resonates for you, when you're sitting in that specific seat that was made for you in your life or created for you in your life, not everyone can sit with you. Not everyone can go in that not everyone can be around you when you take that seat, however that resonates for you. And that could be spun in many different ways. You haven't realized sometimes when, let's say, a grandfather, when you grow up, maybe a grandmother, a grandfather, they have a special chair and no one is allowed to sit in that special chair. And I'm pretty sure you got an earache. Don't sit in your grandfather's chair. That's his favorite chair. Or don't sit in your meemaw's chair or your grandmother's chair, or whatever the case may be. Like they made that chair specifically for them, right? And they made it clear no one can sit here. If that makes sense. So that's what I'm saying here. Not everyone can sit in the seat that you're actually sitting in, and everyone's seats are going to be very different. Some seats sit very, 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 very high, and some seats sit very, 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 very low. And you guys here, who I'm speaking to, Divine Collective here, your seats are in high places or it's going to higher places. And those seats where you're going to be sitting in, that's going to be in higher places or higher states or however it resonates, everybody can't come with you. Everybody can't sit with you. Tis what it is. That's up to you, boo, if you get a chair. That's up to you, however way you do your thing called life. That's however way you want to do your thing. Let me try this. I'm gonna have to switch this over here and probably switch this over here. Let me try again. I'm gonna get it together. Y'all give me a sec. I'm gonna get it together. All right, let's see. Nine of Pentacles is in reverse. Nine of Pentacles is in reverse. There's no money. It was a bad investment. A bad investment that they have taken from somebody. Here, I'll pay you. Can you just like make them feel less than, like, this is how some people think out here. Can you make them feel less than? Can you? We have the Two of Cups in reverse. And they had your lover do this. Like, this is weird. Someone's name is Dante or Daniel. Somebody could be from Japan. You could be Japanese. I'm hearing Persia. Somebody could be from Persia or Persian. They took the money because they were down. That's why they took the money. Five of Swords is also here as well too. So with the Five of Swords and Two of Cups in reverse here, they feel very defeated. They were okay with causing conflict and abuse to you as long as they kept getting paid. Yeah, Queen of Cups in reverse. They were very negative. Hey Twitch, I'm back. Eight of Cups is in reverse. You left it, which made them angry with the Three of Cups. The whole group angry. They feel betrayed by you, which is very odd because they can't ridicule you. Stupid. Two of High Priestess here, and you were aware. You became aware of their laziness with the Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles in reverse. This person never liked to work. We talking about grown people here, which is very bothersome. Grown people that only think about sex and just want to just hump and pump and hump and pump and hump and pump. Like, that's all they want to do. They want to lay on your sheets. They want to lay in your bed. They want to eat all your snacks. They want to eat all your food. Like, they just want to just take and take and take and take. It's just yuck. I'm sick of it. Grown ass adults we talking about here. My God. It's so... like the behavior is so deplorable. It's barbaric and it's uncouth. My God. We have plotting here. It's crazy. It's just, they stressed out because they're broke. Imagine, they know that they need you, right? And they know that they need you in the worst way. Why did they thought it was okay to attempt to abuse you while they're needing you in the worst way? Make that make sense? Oh, I can't stand this person, but I need their help. Huh? Baby. Broke, stressed out. Karma, thank you, Spirit. Insomnia, thank you, Spirit. A message is, damn, thank you, Spirit. We got karma and insomnia. They're sick of this karma. And we have stuck in the messages coming. Could be a Libra that's struggling with an STD, however it resonates, that's untrustworthy, that's burnt out. God damn. Okay. Low vibrational Libra here has an STD, an incurable STD. They're untrustworthy and they're burnt out. They're out hiding, or they're in hiding, or they're wanting to go in hiding here because people are realizing that they gave them an STD. This is a person that struggles with their sexual identity. So we have suffering, silence, and spiritual awakening. So this is more of a person that may like the same sex, but they don't want other people to be aware about. So it could be a man or a woman, however it resonates. This is one that will like sneak certain, they will do, so they may be into the same sex, but they will sneak to do things with the same sex. They don't want nobody to know at all. They don't want nobody to know. Someone's name can start with an A Libra. A is the only letter that came out. Libra is the only sign that came out. So it could have been a Libra that was plotting on you. They're suffering in silence here. So there's a Libra here that likes to sleep around. They're so burnt out and stressed out. They didn't like you, but they attempt to use you. That doesn't make sense. That will never work out for them. Or that it'll never work in their favor. I just keep hearing, man, I heard God take it away. God take this away. Look, narcissist. I don't know if you can hear that crow in the background. Someone's name is Antoinette. Antoine. Someone loves Adidas sneakers. This grown adult don't like to do anything. They don't like to wash. They don't like to clean. They don't like to work. They don't like to do. They just want to be a capital B, a bum, just bum. They just want to be a bum and benefit off of other people's hard work. And the moment that you are aware of their game, this is gross. We have sex magic here, and we have user, we have dark energy. This person knew they had an incurable STD. Yes, they did. They knew. They knew. And the minute that you try to mess this person up, or the minute that you try to do something to this person, they do. Whoever this person is here, stay away. Don't eat nothing from them. They put things in people's food like secretions with their. This person is real deadly with this STD. They do a lot of foul stuff. A lot. This person may like to cook or is a cook. A Libra that starts with an A. This person had a miscarriage. So this could be a woman. Shocking message, domestic violence that they're trying to hide. Someone's in a domestic violence situation, whoever this resonates with. There's someone here that cooks food and serve to other people, but they put things in the food that they cook. Very disgusting. Yeah, this person is bisexual. Yeah, they're going through a really bad tower moment right now. They're throwing in the white towel here. They can't handle, they can't bear the karma that they're going through. It's too much. In public, this person looks okay, but behind closed doors, they cry, they scream, they struggle. This is a struggle. Yeah, I promise you, look, despair. This person is struggling really bad, like really, really, really bad. Look, bad health. Family room is in reverse in regards to no secrets. Like you can't hide this anymore. Yeah, one of these so-called enemies have been defeated. Great job, collective. Great job. Let me give you some flowers. Okay, I see y'all fist bump. KO. It got halfway in reverse. They halfway in reverse. It's a woman. So however resonates. Baby. They impoverished. They're impoverished. Baby. So if you were asking or you wanted a sign or a strong confirmation, this is the gift. This is your gift right here. Finish him. You like, yeah. KO. Oh man. Round one, fight. Baby, I ain't making it up. I ain't making it up, y'all. I ain't making it up. I ain't. I ain't and I ain't. They ain't doing too well. And the reason why they're not doing too well is people are going to find out that they're spreading a. This is a woman. This is a woman here, because they had miscarriage. Is going around town and infecting people. Yes, they are. This woman may love to use cooking as a form of like a draw-in, so they can be a cook. They love to cook, may have a restaurant, may have had a business surrounding cooking here, but their journey has come to an end. And I strongly feel, I'm being so for real, whoever this woman infected, and they've infected a lot of people, there are people that are, this is not going to end well. I'm being so for real. I'm being so for real here. Somebody can listen to so for real. We have child here. And then we have great fortune and unexpected income in reverse here. The great fortune and unexpected income in reverse here represents that they got pregnant for money, or they tried to get pregnant for money. Yep. This person gonna go into hiding, because when other people find out that they got this, contracted this STD from this woman here, that ain't going, it ain't gonna be well. But this person had a miscarriage of a child, and they had a miscarriage here because they specifically got pregnant for money. But if you can see, you have great fortune and unexpected income, which is both that they were trying to receive. So going back to what I stated earlier, this person may have been paying people to ridicule you, or they got paid by another person to ridicule you. However it resonates. I'm just trying to spin it from a different perspective as much as I can, okay? Please keep in mind, this is a collective read. Not everything gonna resonate with you, okay? Take what resonates, leave the rest. All right now. Yeah, we have lover. Yes. So take that how that resonates. I'm going to spin as much as I can. So this could be a lover of yours. This could be a lover that your lover was seeing. This could be the lover of your lover, however it resonates. It could be a friend that was with your lover. That's also another one. It could be a mom, a brother, however it resonates. Okay? However it resonates. But this person knew they were carrying something and didn't say anything, and use food as a form of I guess I'll mention it. You can't eat everybody food. The reason why, first off, people are dirty. Everybody not clean. Secondly, some people that do, food magic can attempt to bind you through food, okay? Sometimes when you see people praying over food, it's not always a good thing. It just depends. It just depends on how deep this can go, but it can go deep. But this person here was using like secretions from her body. That's how I'm seeing it. They like to cook. They're a cook or something like that. And they tampered with the food that they cook for others. This is what they do. They tamper with the food of others by using their secretions. And then their secretions, they're not a well person because they have an incurable STD. You see what I mean? You see where I'm going with that? That's going to come out as well. There's going to be a lot more things coming out underneath this full moon here, in regards to like some really dark, deep things that people do. And I guess I'm the one that has to give the message. I'm ready for it. So yeah, I'm ready to give the message, but that's what this person has been doing here. This person may have offered you food. Maybe you may have declined it. Or maybe they keep asking to cook for you or something. It's just freaking gross, man. But they're in a domestic violence situation here. This is why they want to throw in the towel. because they need your help to get out of this domestic violence situation. You may know the person that they're currently entangled with. Oh my, how the tables turn. Look, we have a frog here. How the tables turn, y'all. It's like they're ready to leap towards you so they can get help. Yeah, because they're stuck. It's very sick, but you got to be aware as to what people do. Uh-huh. Yup. It's very scary. But you need to be aware as to what the lengths people would do to try to harm other people. I feel that's a form of self-sabotage, that they're willing to use their body in a negative way, knowing that things are not well within themselves in their body, and they're willing to use that as a weapon. That's literally what they're doing here. They're utilizing their body or their excrements as a form of a biohazard. That's what that is. That's a biohazard. We have cauldron here. There's a trinity of folklore, and I'm gonna speak about it. When a woman wants to, well, I'll talk about it. So when someone wants to be with someone really badly and the person that they want to be with does not want to be with them, there are times where there are people that will attempt to bind that person that don't want anything to do with them. They will attempt to bind them. How do they do that? They can do it through sex. Incantations. Whose is this? Is this mine? That's the incantation. That's why I keep saying, be careful what you say while you're in your pleasure zone, your moment. Be careful of that. Also, people can do it through food. They can pray over your food in a negative way. Okay. They can bless your food or they can curse your food. That's another way. They can put things inside of your food like secretions, if you catch my drift. Males can put their secretion, women can put their secretions. That's a real thing. And then also with the Trinity folklore here, what they do is they get a pot of rice. It's an iron pot. And you get a pot of rice. You sit or you scoot or stoop or squat over the pot of rice to sweat the rice. And when you sweat the rice, it basically means that the person who's going to eat that rice is going to be connected or binded to the person who sweated over the rice. So there's just a few things. You need to be very mindful of who you eat from and who you take from and things of that nature. If you can't see them cooking it, if you don't see them washing their hands, no, I'm good. I'm just like, no. And that's what this person did. They used their excrements as a form of a weapon here to bind people to them, like an obsession spell. I don't agree to those things. That's just my own personal perspective on it. Because we'll say about maybe 95% of the time when someone does an obsession spell over someone that don't want anything to do with them, it always turned out very deadly. So I don't recommend doing any type of obsession spells. I don't. But hey, everybody gonna do what they need to do. I don't recommend it at all. We got the white dressed here, and then we have the eel. Yes, we call that obia. Yes. Sometimes somebody don't want to eat spaghetti because of red sauce. You know what I mean? Be very careful of people. People are very nasty. Very, very nasty. All right, let's see what else is going on with this person. Let's see. Trickery. So we have fantasy, trickery, lantern, and family. Yep, this person works with your family or is a part of your family. I don't know, this feels like a friend. Could be or a co-worker too. But we have tricky and fantasy here. They were trying to put you in a fantasy or trick you into a fantasy, and they worked with family here. Yep. That's what they did. But this person is carrying an STD, incurable. This is a friend for whoever resonates. The only sign that came out is Libra. A for Libra. Low vibrational Libra. Let me see any other signs gonna come out. Yeah, we have irresponsible. We have bully. Freak is here. This is the type of person that will get pregnant for other people just to secure money. This is this type of individual. They strategically look for people who they feel have money, and then they get pregnant by them to carry on their legacy. Yeah, well, we have manifestation is in reverse. They can't manifest in a normal way. And then we have jealous here too. This person could be jealous in the way that you manifest. We have karmic here, and what's that? Psychic is in reverse. So this person doesn't have any abilities, or they're not psychic. They may come off as if they are, but they're not. Yeah, they too good to be true. This is nasty. So what's happening with this person? This person is asleep around. This woman, this toxic woman is asleep around. They're too good to be true. They may think like they have intuition, but they don't have any type of intuition here because it was in reverse here. They're in a connection here with a past person that was very volatile or very violent here. Yep, they're in a very violent, domesticated connection here, and they want out, but they can't get out of it because they did things to keep this person stuck to them, like binded to them. This is weird. Whatever. We have rival. This person was a rival of yours. They are tired. I'm stuck energy, emotional exhaustion, fake empress. So they're scared because the person that they slept with is going to find out that they got the STD from them, and they're going. Let me just let the cards talk for me. Let the cards talk for me. Let me let the cards talk for me. Freedom is in reverse. They're afraid. They're afraid for their safety. I'll put it in that way. They're afraid for their safety. You see what I be talking about? I said, let me let the cards talk for me. And it did just as I asked. Thank you, Spirit. Baby. Baby. Oh, baby. Baby. Yikes. Big yikes. Yeah. Big yikes. Big yikes. Yeah, big yikes. Man. Yeah, big yikes. This don't look too good here. Leo, or not Leo, Libra. Could be a Leo, but Libra. They don't feel free. They feel stuck here because people are putting the dots together. This is a friend, an ex-friend here, ex-worker, co-worker. Yep. This woman is a carrier of an incurable. Yes, they are. Yep. And kept that very quiet. Very, very hush. Very quiet. And slept with somebody that you were connected to in order for that person to connect you, because that person, the person who's infected, this woman here, and this is how it's coming out. I'm going by what it said, but take it how it resonates. They wanted to be with you, and you're not into the same sex. It's just not your thing. And they knew that. So they had to use other ways to try to get you to be with them. It wasn't going to work because you're not into the same sex. It is what it is. And this is someone who feels that they can cook really good and they can't really cook too much or can't cook as much. Like Trini's like to say, you have a good hand, your hand good, meaning like you could cook real good, like real good, you know? Let me don't get too excited because I like my belly. I like to eat. I ain't gonna hold you, I sure do. I love food. I do. But yeah, that's what this is here. This was a friend here that was truly, truly very, very disgusted in the way that they tried to come towards you here. So if this person is not 6 feet, they're gonna be judged by 12. I don't feel they're gonna be judged by 12 though. I don't think they're gonna be made. I don't think they're gonna make it there. I think they're gonna be carried by 6. I'm being completely honest with you. I don't think they'll be judged by 12. I truly don't. Education, you will hear about it. So this lover that you disconnected from got infected by this friend. Wow. And then, ooh, this is messy. So this ex-friend, ex-coworker here slept with that person, that ex that you were connected with. You disconnected from that. But the ex also had another person as well, too. So, oh, Lord, all right, it's like a web. All right, so everybody was trying to come towards the person that you were connected to at the time. Reason being is because they did not want you to be with that person. So everybody had their own plan or own task or whatever, okay? The person that you were connected to, the lover at the time, they had a other lover. The other lover was someone that they could have been connected to a long time ago. They could have been married. You weren't aware. Okay, so they already had somebody. But there was a friend as well, too, that was also involved. The friend was connected by you. So the person that you were with is the common denominator. Okay? The secret lover of your ex didn't want you guys to be together, of course. You didn't know anything about it. Once you did, you disconnected. But then you also had a friend as well, too, that did not want you to be connected to that common denominator. So what did they do? The ex of yours that you disconnected from was aware. So there were 3 people that they were dealing with at one time. You were involved. the secret lover, which is the wife or whoever, or the longtime person, and then the friend as well. So there were three. The friend has an incurable STD. You don't have it because you can show your paperwork, you can refresh your page. You don't have an incurable STD. It came from the friend. Remember, I told you the friend is into the same sex. The ex that you were dealing with at the time knew that you weren't into that. So they created the friend created some form of like a storm. Oh, you ain't good, you ain't this, you only there for the person, money, and da 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 da, whatever the case may be. That's not the case. We all know you had your own money, your own everything. You weren't there for that person's money. That person took it as such that, okay, well, why would the friend lie? I'm channeling, so I'm not even gonna look. Just hear me. Why would the friend lie about what they're saying towards the collective or about the collective? So they started to listen to what the friend said. They started to sleep with the friend. The friend, I guess, romanticized or persuaded them that they were the better person for the person that you were with at the time. So when you're having conversation with the friend is now going back and telling the person that you were connected with, the ex-lover, oh, they this and that. They're twisting the words. They're turning the words around to get the ex-lover to look at you in a different way. This is where the competition came in. The ex-lover already had someone from the past you weren't aware about. So, if, like I said, a marriage or just a long-term partner or something to that nature. The long-term partners started to learn about you and started to do investigation. When they started to do investigation, they realized that, you know, they didn't like you for whatever reason, but it was based on what the ex-lover was saying about you towards this person they're in a long marriage, long commitment, long relationship with. Okay, you guys stick with me so far? You sticking with me? So now the common denominator is the ex-lover that you were connected with. They have a marriage and then they're connecting with the friend as well, but the friend is very quiet. So this is where your family comes in. The friend is aware that you don't speak to your family. The family is aware of this friend. Maybe you introduce them, whatever, however it resonates. But the family is aware of the friend. The family is aware of the lover, the ex-lover that you're currently with. And everybody started to come together quietly. This is where reunion comes in. Stick with me. Okay, this is where the reunion comes in, where they will come together to reunite, to try to figure out ways. Well, the collective said this, the collective said that, okay, and they told me this and they told me that. So they're getting all this information because you're talking to people at the time and you weren't aware that you were talking to people, but you were talking to everyone and everyone coming around. Hey, how you doing? I'm good. How you doing? So one day you talking to, let's say, the ex-lover, everything is fine and dandy. Give it maybe a couple days, maybe a week or so tops, and then you'll get a phone call from the friend, and inconspicuously they'll start to drop things and push little things inside, and you just talking, yip 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 yip, yeah, no problem, yeah yeah yeah, and you ain't thinking nothing of it, because who would do something like this to you, if that makes sense. So you giving little information here and there, but it's not nothing bad to like get you in trouble or anything. You're just giving, you're just saying what you need to say. And they're taking and they're depositing the information. They all coming back together to congregate with reunion here to figure out what is the best way or best thing that they can do to keep you in a stuck position or to keep you in a rut. So this is where the friend came in to start to seduce the ex-lover. Of course, the ex-lover is a nastiness. So they went and they slept with the friend here, and then the ex-lover is now not only sleeping with the friend, sleeping with you. We're going to keep it real. We're going to keep it real here. Okay, we're going to keep it real. Sleeping with you and also sleeping with a long-time connection or relationship here. So you pulled away because things weren't working out. Things were off. Your spirit told you don't have sex with this person. If you had sex with this person, I'm speaking to you. Okay, it is what it is. This is what you need to know. You need to hear about it so you can heal and move forward. Okay. At the time that you were intimate with that person, you may have gotten a signal or a message for you to back up, to back away, to back off this person. Don't sleep with this person anymore. Don't be in that type of way. And that's what happened here. That's what saved your life. Okay. So when you stop being intimate with that person, they got mad. Either they showed it or they did not show it, however it resonates. But despite them upset that you won't give them anything anymore, won't be, intimate with them, they went back to the long-term lover, and then they went back to the friend on the side. Well, things got a little deeper here because the friend on the side is bisexual. They like the same sex, but they like to explore because they were trying to get with you. But again, it's not your lifestyle. So what they did was they started to have a threesome behind your back, because the long-term connection, the marriage or the relationship doesn't want to leave, doesn't want the ex-lover that you were connected with, doesn't want them to leave. So they want to do anything possible. And as I mentioned before, they did things, I mentioned this in other videos, they did things, threesomes, foursomes, whatever they can do. They did everything that they can do to ensure that the ex-lover that you were connected with doesn't leave them. So they started to be intimate with the friend that you were connected to at the time, but the friend is the carrier. The friend is the carrier. See how everything coming together now from all the breakdowns of the stories that I have been mentioning? Everything fits like a glove here. So with this here, this is why they're throwing in the towel, because they realize that they're in a lot of trouble by not only the police, not only by this ex-lover, and this ex-lover has a very stupid temper, like a real crazy temper. And this person's going to make an example out of this friend here, because now at the time the friend was trying to pin you or trying to get you to make it seem like that you were destroying the life of this ex-lover here, and you weren't. Of course not. You don't have an STD, you have a clean bill of health and things of that nature, so you don't really have nothing to worry about. But as I mentioned, this ex-friend knew that they had some form of an incurable STD, and they passed it on not only to the ex-lover that you were connected with, the ex-lover passed it on to their long-time connection, relationship, marriage. They also gave it to them as well. This is why you had a lot of people calling you and trying to text you and things of that nature, and you trying to figure out what in the world is going on here. Well, what's going on here is that the friend, the friend is doing that, but the friend is getting paid by the family dynamic here to do these things because you were the closest thing to this friend at the time. And maybe you may not have said things to an ex-lover more or less than what you would say to the friend. You know what I mean? Like, say if you're in a connection and you have a friend, and you have like your friend, like a girl that's a friend or a guy that's a friend, you may feel a little bit more comfortable speaking about things on a friendship level than more so on that level. I hope that makes sense. Like, certain things you may not want to tell your mate, but you may feel comfortable telling your friend, if that makes sense. Kind of put it in that way, in that context. So that's where the trust issues in reverse came in here. Trust issues in reverse. They did not want you to have trust issues with them. The friend did not want you to have any trust issues here, so they did everything possible to kind of make you feel comfortable, to make you feel welcome, to make you feel like that you can tell them anything, if that makes sense. So when you start to just have conversations, but as I said, it was nothing negative. It wasn't like, oh, I'm gonna hurt this person. It was nothing like that. It was just random, regular, normal stuff. Oh yeah, I went to the store today, and yeah, I did like random stuff like that. You know what I mean? And when the friend got the message here, they would turn it around to make you look like something that you weren't. And this is how they were getting paid by this family dynamic here. They needed the friend to stay a friend to you. They did. They needed a friend to stay a friend to you. So the family dynamic were willing to pay the friend to do whatever they needed to do to keep you attached, so while they can continue to do this thing here. And this is where the ex comes in here. The ex was supposed to hurt you, because not only are the friends speaking lies about you, the family dynamic is also in with it, talking with the friend here. And that's what took place here. That's what took place. What's that? Message of love. So basically, message of freedom, message of love. Yeah, this is the message that you needed to receive fully, to get the full picture, or able to step back and to understand how everything is just literally falling into place. Like everything. There's no Nothing is being left out. So the ex-friend was telling the ex-lover that you have a STD, and you don't have no STD. You never had an STD. This is where the proof comes in. You could just, here you go. Okay, no problem. Oh, they said, what? Chop, here, look. Ain't no STD thing on there. Everything come back negative. All your panels come back negative. Like, anywho, so the friend tried to set you up against the ex, that have the ex hurt you, to unalive you because you didn't want to be with the friend. Like I said, they all had their own motives, but it was a really like everything is just coming out. Everybody had their own positions in their thing that they did a part of this, and everyone is going to be equally responsible for the karma that they have to pay. And now this ex-lover that you disconnect from, they're still together, or they still see each other from time to time, but the ex-lover is very abusive, illegal activity, because now they feel like that their life is over. The ex-lover feel like that their life is over because they have an incurable STD from the friend that you disconnected from. It was one big lie. Look, secret. One big lie. It was nothing but, that's all it was. It could be a Scorpio. We have drug use. Baby. So far we have Leo. Leo is here. We have Leo, Scorpio, and Libra. Use your intuition. You're spot on. Use your intuition. Yep, you are spot on. Use your intuition. So far, Leo, Scorpio, and Libra. Transition here. Yep, look, homeless, financial failure. I ain't making it up. Hey, entertainment. This is why they want to throw in the towel, because everything is out in the open. All of their secrets, all of their skeletons. They never thought that this would have happened the way that it happened. They never thought that their secrets would have been exposed in this way. Well, it is what it is. Stop bothering people. You're going to learn to leave people alone. But I'm telling you, they passed. I know you said they need Jesus, but baby, they've been past that stage. They've been past that, baby. They've been past that. Jesus, they going to need something else. They've been past that. And this ex-lover here that you disconnected from, as I mentioned, has a really bad temper. And they are going to pound sand. They're going to pound this person in. And that's what they're afraid of. That's what this ex-friend is afraid of. Something changes. They're afraid. They could be trying to move, trying to get out of Dodge here. Angels were always on your side. Always. Yep. Yep, toxic family is scared. Everybody is scared. The crazy thing is, your ex's long-term connection, relationship, or marriage here, they thought that you were the reason why their connection was being messed up. Nope, it was the friend. The friend did all this based on what the family told them to do. Because the friend was very promiscuous. Very, very promiscuous. They do what they got to do to make sure they secure the bag. So far, the letter A came out, so it could be, what I say, Libra, Scorpio, and Leo, okay? Yeah, we have hope in reverse. Could be a Taurus. Like I said, sex is great when it's great, but it's just not that serious. It's just not that serious. It's just not. It's not that serious to go out there and do all of this, because this person really used their body as a weapon here. We have divination in reverse, and they did not want you to see. They didn't want you to see that with divination. Could be a Scorpio. Yeah, they didn't want you to see that. But that's how far and wicked some individuals are willing to go. The karma begins once the truth is exposed. That's when karma begins. This is why it's so important to speak your truth. Because the more you speak your truth, the more people are going to start their karma up. Things have to be exposed for a change. And karma is a form of change, whether it's good or bad. It is a form of change. And you need the truth to onset or to kickstart that karma. We have attraction here. Could be a Libra, however resonates. They attracted it to themselves. Of course they did. Victories in reverse. They attracted a non-victory in their life for coming for you. Because if they would have just left you alone, if they would have let you alone, none of this would have happened. You wouldn't even, look, wisdom is in reverse. You wouldn't have even know any of this was happening if they would have left you alone. But no, they thought it was funny to heckle you. They wanted to see you break down mentally, publicly. And that's what's getting ready to happen to them. But for them, it's going to be a permanent ending that they cannot come back from. I'm telling you, they're not going to be able to handle this. So they got people on their back for giving them an incurable STD. They're going to fear for their life. They're going to try to run away. But no, I'm telling you, this is not, look, lost soul. Lost soul. Yeah. Lost soul. Somebody could be a musician, however it resonates. Okay, so whoever, you could be the musician or the individual, the players, in the whatever, however, is a musician here. This was a criminal act. Yes, it was, that this woman did. Yes, it was a criminal act. Yep. Listen to me. It's a friend. It's a friend. Yes, this friend did all this towards you. This is like a snapped type of show. Yeah, that tried to swindle you. Try to challenge and swindle you. Yes. Golly, you gotta do all that. You don't just take them. God damn, you fight. Just take the dusty, man. I always say, yeah, it's a father figure that's involved in this. It could be your father, or it could be your child's father, or it could be someone that you are dealing with that has kids. That's a father. However it resonates, boo. However it resonates. They ain't doing too good, though. They gonna be shocked. How do you know this? Don't worry about that. Why are you doing what you're doing? Don't ever ask us why. Why do we know what we know? That don't you ever ask that question. Why are you doing what you're doing? There's some nasty people out here. Really and truly nasty. Look, madman. Madman. It's sad. Yeah, it's like genius. He figured it out. Yeah. You figured it out. Why would you not figure it out? This was a case, a story of betrayal, jealousy, envy, A friend that has an incurable STD that wanted you to infect it but couldn't infect you, so they slept with your person to get that person to infect you. But that person didn't infect you. They infect the other person, their longtime mate, wife, whatever, however, long-term lover. They infected them instead, not you. It was meant for you, or no, it wasn't meant for you. The thing that they thought was meant for you was meant for the other person, because that other person decided to stay with them. Listen how karma works. When you got the moment, the discernment to get the hell up out of there, you got it and you listened very quickly. Let me get my ass up out of here. That's what you did. You got up out of there. And because you did, things happen for you in a good way or a great way here. Now, the person that they connected to for a very long time, their marriage here, wanted to keep the marriage. Okay, despite them having multiple red flags in regards to the ex-lover that you were connected to at the time, were aware of. They were fully aware of this person's sexcapades, but because they were married, they wanted to keep this person by any means necessary. So this is why the long-term marriage or the person in commitment here was coming for you, because they assumed that you were the reason why that things were happening in the way that it was happening, and it wasn't. It was the friend. It was your ex-friend that did all this foolishness. So they destroyed 2 lives. Not just one, no, they destroyed 3 lives. The ex-friend destroyed their lives. They destroyed your ex-lover's lives, and they destroyed your ex-lover's lover's life. Bravo. Bravo. Bravo, karmics. Bravo. Bravo. Great job. Great job. Uh-huh. They destroyed their own family. Bingo. Stand clear of the closet doors, please. Boom, boom. Uh-huh. And tried to spy on you. Spy on us for what? We ain't doing nothing crazy. We not yamming down our, we not getting our yams yammed down like that. We save our yams. We preserve ours. Yeah. We not out here yamming the yams like that. Baby. Trying to give you karma for, you can't give a good person bad karma. Like, what are you doing? But they didn't do nothing to you. So what are they getting karma for? You're going to get karma. Karma for what? What did you do? You didn't do anything. What did the collective do but move forward? What you do? Great job. You got to congratulate them. They did a phenomenal job in messing up their life. Oh, Lord, child. Let me see what else. YOLO, and they sure did. They had one life to live. And baby, oh, they lived it. They burnt out. Ah, for this, yeah. If I don't do my business, you know that song by, who was that by? Oh, man, I think it's Wiz and Wizkid. It's an African song. I can't think of the name right now. It's called, no, it's by BNX and Benson. It's called Finesse. It's a really good song with I can't think of the other guy, but yeah, they burnt out, child. They finesse. They didn't finesse you. They finesse your ex, and your ex finessed their marriage. This is so when this ex find this out, because they've been fishing for comments, they've been trying to figure out what was going on, and everyone is going to find out what happened here. And this friend is going to skip town, jealous of your beauty. Yeah, closeted. Yes. They wanted your lover, and they had your lover. Take them. Toxic love. And that's exactly what they gave them, specifically. Toxic love. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. They love bombed your ex. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. They love bombed your ex. They sure did. And it caused a ripple effect. Ooh, sorry, that's hypnotic. So, okay, makes sense. Love bomb is here. Okay, we have love bomb with hypnotic here and betrayed. So they betrayed your ex-lover's trust by hypnotizing them. And they hypnotized them by cooking food, adding things to this food here, like secret stash. Yeah, the secret stash is in the money that they make from cooking food or cooking for other people, but they add extra ingredients to bind people or to keep them stuck to them. That's what they do. Because this ex-lover here is trying to get away or disconnect from this friend, the ex-friend, and they don't know how to. And the reason being is because this ex-friend did some type of sexual spell work on top of the ex. Yes, that's what's causing the infatuation. Talk to me. Infatuation and into deep. Yes, that's what it is. Infatuation and into deep. The infatuation so the ex-lover started to become infatuated by the ex-friend here, but the ex-friend was doing sexual work to get the ex-lover that you disconnected from to be intimate with them, because they were going to use it as a form of like payments or bribery towards the ex. But they didn't realize just how nasty spirited or wild tempered the ex can become. So they feel like they're in too deep. They didn't know everything about the connection or the relationship when you were in the connection, because you didn't really talk too much about it. They just assumed, and whatever conversation they had amongst themselves there, it created a fire. Yep, mission. They were on a mission to create a fire in your life to the point where you could have been almost unalived because of the ex that you were connected with. They were cheating on you, and then they were cheating on you with the friend here, and they both were working together, not also with the family as well too, to get you up out of here. It was very elaborate. It was really, 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 really elaborate. Grieving heart. Yeah, grieving heart. Make sure y'all add me on Twitch. Twitch is working just fine. Okay, make sure y'all add me on Twitch. I will be going live every day on Twitch. Yes, yes, yes. So make sure y'all follow me, okay? Because I'm live on Twitch right now. I am live on Twitch right now. Help me boost the algorithm. Make sure that you are liking on, if you're on YouTube and Instagram, please make sure that you are liking the live so it can be spread out further, okay? Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see what else. We have non-player character. Control, can't be yourself. Involuntarily controlled. They were controlled by sex. Yes, they were. Then we also have 100 search for you and cyberbully. So the people that you, maybe at the time you weren't aware who was cyberbullying you, and you're like, who is this person? It was the ex-friend and your ex's lover. So the two people that had the threesome with your ex. Does that make sense? Those were the two that were doing the cyberbullying here. And it caused a ripple effect on them, not you. Well, I mean, I guess you could say that. Yeah, it caused a ripple effect on you in a positive way. But when they all came together here, they all lined up like bowling pins. They really did. They really thought that they could not be knocked out, and you knocked them out in one strike. But everything works. Everything is fitting perfectly like a glove. Like everything. Yeah. Let's see what else. Okay, perfect. Oh, thank you. So Brandon says, if you get a free subscription on, hold on. So let them know that they get a free subscription if they have Amazon Prime and to subscribe on Twitch. Okay, hopefully you heard that. You get a free subscription if you have Amazon Prime and you subscribe to Twitch, okay? All right, let's keep going. Yeah, so make sure y'all add me on Twitch, okay? All right, let's see what else. Hello, bonjour, ça va? All right, we have extraterrestrial. They feel like that you are, look, fake friend. A fake friend think like you're out of this world, or you're not like anyone they've ever met before. You're just very unique, very, very, very different, exotic, just different, just different. I don't know how many times fake friend is going to come out. Yeah, inactive. This friend is going to become inactive because they are in danger to themselves. I'm telling you, this person may end up on the news that they've been, you know, I'm being so for real. That might be on the news because of that, because of them spreading this STD. And what's happening here now is that the ex that was in the marriage, they're divorcing, or that person's now divorcing them because they feel like that their life is over. Yep, tampering. This ex-friend could have tried to tamper with your livelihood, tamper with your life, tamper with this person that you were with, which is fine. Because all they did was just take you away from this negativity. That's all they did. You didn't belong there. They were absolutely right. You shouldn't be with this person. They were absolutely right. They were helping you, believe it or not. Okay. So you've been replaced. You are exited out of that game, and they're in the game that they wanted. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Shit. Thank you, boo. Take action. Okay. That's what they did. They took action. Okay. Yep, you got criminal record here. Scare tactics don't work. Again, scared of what? Child, please. Criminal record, scare tactics. They were full of air. Full of air. Could be an air sign. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Okay? Strong air sign. Strong air. Strong air, strong water. They say you didn't belong there. They were right. They actually belonged there. That was their frequency. So they just removed you. Excuse me. They removed you from a place that you did not belong. Yeah, you didn't belong there. You didn't. Yeah, sacrifice. Yes, they did. They sacrificed themselves to be in your position. Yes, they did. They sacrificed themselves to be in your position. Okay. Now they thought that was a better lover, or they thought that they were the better lover for the ex-lover. Okay. Your wish is your command. Okay. Now y'all be seeing why you ain't gotta fight. You ain't gotta fight for nobody. Okay, have them. Okay, see ya. That popcorn gonna be good, and make sure. I like the movie popcorn. I think it is the best buttered popcorn ever. Like, if I can get that butter and have in my home, I would. I'm sorry, I just had to say that. But Movie buttered popcorn is the best. I mean, make sure it's all over the popcorn. You hear me? Not I need all my popcorn buttered. Okay. Now we got victim mentality. Oh, and woe is me, and and yeah, and yeah, and all that weird stuff, y'all. Okay. Oh, baby. Baby, this is sad. Is it? Yeah, but I don't care. It's sad, but oh well, okay. That's what you want. That's what you get. Now they cancel. Yeah, they are. This is crazy. It's a lesson learned. You don't have to do anything like this to get someone. If you feel that you want to be with somebody and they with somebody and you feel bold enough to take that person, and that person that you feel bold enough to take from the other person decides to say yes, and they become intertwined, or you become intertwined with one another, don't be surprised at the backlash that you're going to receive. That's on you. I'm not fighting you for your karma. Oh, I'm not doing that no more. Whatever you decide to do, hey. Well, I love him. Okay, love him. I love her. Listen, love her. Just get me out of that. Okay? Leave me out the hell of that. Whatever. Woo, woo. Yep, the gift that keeps on giving. Yeah, it's an STD. Yes, it is. It's an STD. Yep, all the puzzles are now been put together in regards to the elaborate everything of this foolishness. There are more things that are going to be coming up as well, too. But just to kind of give you an overview as to, yeah, that's what happened here. Now this friend is trying to get out of Dodge. They want to get to safety here because they're going to fear for their life. They are. Because they've infected a lot of people, and a lot of people are going to be talking about it. A lot of people are going to be starting to put the puzzle pieces together, and they're going to realize that this person is completely harmful and toxic. Yeah, they're being cooked right now. Yeah, or this story is cooking, is bubbling. Oh yeah, baby, they're not gonna be able to handle that. Oh yeah, I truly do feel they're a danger to society. Absolutely. If they're trying to cook for you and they're putting things in your food to make you sick, that's a danger to society. You need food to be replenished. Absolutely. Absolutely, I think so. That's a biohazard. A biohazard to the point where that can actually shift and alter who you are, if that makes sense. That definitely can shift you health-wise. Somebody doing that towards you. That's why I don't like eating out and stuff. I will sit and cook. I will get my recipe book. I love recipe books. I'm always finding some new recipe, and I'll just go get the stuff myself and cook it myself. And shoot, it come out 10 times better any darn ways. And I have leftovers. Yeah. Yep. This is a lot of people that they infected. This is a perfect depiction. This woman infected a lot of people. Ball and chain. Woman represents the moon. It's a woman. It's a woman. Even look at the leg. This is a woman. Comes in and breaks up happy homes. There's a friend here that comes in and breaks up happy homes. They do. Yep. Anytime they see somebody in a relationship or a connection, they become the third party and they destroy them and infect them. That's what they've been doing. That's exactly what this woman's been doing. 9 of Swords. Yeah. 8 or 9. 9 of Swords. Yep. I like to season my meats for a week. I take all my meats out for the whole week, starting today, which I'll be doing today. And every week of the day, between now and Friday, all my meat's already seasoned. So when it comes time for that day, just take it out, thaw it out, let it do what it needs to do, because that season gonna be real nice, and then cook my food. Yep. They break up happy homes with the 10 of Cups. Yeah. That's what they do. Judgment. Eight of Swords. They in jail. Trust me, they in jail because, like I said, this ex-lover that you disconnected from is going to learn that the friend gave them the incurable STD. It wasn't you, because you don't have an incurable STD. So you can't give someone something that you don't have. This is why the ex-friend was so adamant in sleeping with the ex-lover that you're with here, because they just knew for a fact that they were going to infect this ex-lover, which they did. And they thought that the ex-lover at the time weren't aware it was going to give you something, and they did not. You have a clean bill of health, but they don't. 10 of Swords. And everybody is seeing with the sun. Sun could be Leo. Strong Leo. Strong air. Strong Leo. They work together. Yeah, it was an Emperor in reverse that thought they know it all. Okay, whatever. You can think whatever you want. And then we have the World here, and then the Page of Wands. The World is in reverse. They were confident. This friend was confident that they were going to destroy your life, which is odd. Whatever. Nasty. Look, Moon. It's a woman or a mother figure. So you could have a friend that's a mother, or a friend that has kids, or a child. This is a mother. That makes sense. However it resonates. But strong. It's a strong friend. The moon represents menstrual period, mother figure, woman, family dynamic. Oh, shit. Death. Let me check. Do I have my... Let me check this astrology book real quick. Let me look up moon. Give me a second. Mars, Jupiter, Saturn. Okay. I missed it. Okay, here's moon. Just want to see. Do have impregnation here. That's under the moon. Offspring is definitely in here. Ovaries, ovarian trouble. Sacrifice is also in here under the moon. Uterus, afflictions of the uterus is under the moon energy. Yeah, women in general, women in the women of title, women officials, worms in the intestines. A wife is also moon. Oh. Crazy. It's just not worth it. It's not worth it. And they're realizing it's not worth it. But this, you're going to hear about this friend. I'm being so for real. This friend being hurt, seriously hurt. Some kind of something. Some kind of something. They're going to be seriously hurt by this ex-lover here. Strong Libra. Strong Libra. Strong Libra. Leo, strong Leo. Sagittarius. Crazy. Capricorn. Taurus. Gemini. These are all the individuals that were involved. Libra, strong Libra, strong, strong, strong Libra. Strong Libra. Sagittarius, strong Scorpio too. Capricorn, I'm gonna do one more. Aquarius. Be careful who you sleep with, yes. Even if you think that you may be the only one, still be very careful with who you sleep with, because there's some really, 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 really nasty individuals out here that will do whatever they need to do to ensure that they can stop you from moving forward. And in some cases, some odd cases, some people will use their body, meaning they will self-sacrifice or self-sabotage themselves to ensure that they are able to sabotage you. They will use their body in very odd ways to not only destroy themselves, but to destroy you. Especially when they know that you're not active sexually, because that's not your driving force. That's not the first thing you go for. You can care less about sex. Is it great? Oh, yeah, absolutely. Don't get me wrong. Oh, it's great. But it's just not that serious to the point where, in the point as to how they are showing up in the world, it's just never that serious. It's just never that serious. It's just never that serious. So this person has lost everything, including their, you know, you catch my drift. They lost themselves, literally and figuratively. So you'll hear about it. It may make the news. It may make the news here. So if that resonates, please like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I will see you on the next one. See you, YouTube. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you, Instagram. I'm going to save this live and post it on Instagram, to go on Facebook, and also Twitch. Thank you so much for you guys being here. There are more connections that's going to be worked out here, but moving forward, I think I'm going to stay with Twitch. I don't really care for TikTok, to be honest. I don't. I'm being completely honest. I don't like the layout of TikTok, but Twitch looks like it's pretty good, very promising, and I know that I'm going to stick with it, and it's going to do extremely well. So until next time, guys, don't forget to add yourself onto my Twitch. Make sure you on all of my social media accounts so you can stay aware as to what is going on. So, all right. So until next time, love you guys. I'll see you soon. Let me get you out of here. No one cares. All right. See y'all soon.